Hi, I'm Mark Pearce, head coach for Intelligent Triathlon Training. I'm here today with top S&C coach Mark Neames, and today we'll be going over some of the fundamental exercises you need as triathletes for your strength and conditioning programs.
Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the press-up exercise. All right. For the press-up, we're looking to create a straight line from the head through to the ankles. All right. It's essentially a plank position, but on your hands. All right. And then the exercise is a moving plank. So we're looking to descend into the press-up bottom position and then come up and not deviate from that straight line position. So it's as much a core exercise, core stability exercise, as it is an upper body strength exercise. Okay, so I'm going to coach Kim through the exercise and we'll look at the key points. Okay, so if you'd like to lie on the floor, the setup for the exercise is to just lie on your chest and then to position your hands in line with your shoulders, all right, slightly behind your shoulders. And then you want your elbows to be in line with your wrists. So your forearm should be vertical like that. Now I'd like you to just tuck your toes underneath you. That's it. Good. So the feet are together, the thighs are together, the head's in a neutral position, and the body's straight. Okay? This bit's really important. What you don't want to have is your hands too far out in front. You don't want to have your elbows too close to your body or too far out to the sides. Okay? So the elbows are roughly 45 degrees away from the torso, and the elbows are directly over the wrists, like that. Now from that position, if you just like to keep your feet and hands where they are and just pop yourself up into the start position. Okay, right. Now this is the plank position on the hands. What we're looking to do is to brace the glutes and the abs, keep the head in a neutral position. And what we don't want to see is the shoulder blades sticking out. We've got to fill up this space between the shoulder blades by pushing into the floor like we're trying to push it away from the body. Okay? Then we're looking to descend into the press up and maintain that straight line position. From there we're looking to push up and as best as we can try not to deviate around this position, i.e. try not to let the hips go into an arch position, or the back into an arch position rather. Okay? Right, relax. Alright, so a couple of ways of scaling the press up back if you're finding it difficult to do full good form press ups without some sort of deviation posture, like your back arching or your head poking forward, things like that. A couple of ways that we can scale it back. The first one is to just do the lowering part of the press up on its own, so we get good at that before we then try to do the upward movement as well. So what we're going to do is, Kim's going to go into the position on the floor. She's going to find the correct hand position. Okay, so the elbows, just put your hands down a little bit, elbows out. That's it, so elbows over wrists. Okay, feet are together. Right. Push up. Okay, now she finds the starting position, and then all you're going to do is try and lower in a 3-second tempo, so take 3 seconds to get down to the bottom of the press up. Okay, good technique. Right, then relax on the floor. Okay, and then just pop yourself back up to the starting position any way that you like. All right, keep your feet grounded. That's it. Okay, and then you just do the same again. So moving plank, bend, good technique, slow tempo, relax on the floor. Okay. Now whilst you're doing this, again, you're trying to maintain that straight line from your ankle through to your ear. At the bottom, your hips and chest should touch the floor at the same time. If your hips touch first, then you've dropped your hips and your back is arched. We don't want to see that. Okay, so slowly descending. That's great. The next thing we can do is add in a kneeling press up. All right, so this time Kim's going to come to the top. She's going to descend like she did before with a slow tempo. All right, this time she's going to place her knees on the floor. All right, keep your feet on the floor as well. It's fine. Okay, you're going to do a kneeling press up from that position with good technique. Okay, and then you're just going to go back onto your feet. All right, so slowly descend. Keep a straight line. And when you do the kneeling press up, you want a straight line from your knees through to your head. Okay, that's it. And final rep. Up onto your feet. Slowly descend. And then perform the kneeling press up.
Yep.
So another way of scaling the press-up exercise, if you're having trouble doing it on the floor, is to elevate the press-up. So that is to elevate your hands so that you're now at an angle. So for this, we use the bar in the squat rack. The good thing about the bar in the squat rack is that you can progressively move the bar lower as you get better, until eventually you're doing it properly on the floor. Okay, so Kim's going to come in and go into a plank position on the bar. Now there's a bit of trial and error required in terms of finding the right body position, the right distance from the bar in terms of where your feet are. Okay, but what we're looking for is, as Kim goes down into the press up, we're looking for this arm position that we had in the original press up exercise, and that is the upper arms 45 degrees away from the body, the elbows directly over the wrists, and the wrists in a strong neutral position. Okay, so she's about in the right position there. The bar should touch her around sternum level. Okay. Perhaps come back a little bit with your feet. That's it. Just try that again. That's good. Okay. So it's the same things apply, and that is a straight line from the ear through to the ankle. Posterior tilt in the pelvis, abdominal brace, glute squeeze, moving plank, going down, and then coming back up, looking for the back to stay in a nice position. Go down one more time. And then at the top, again, filling up that space, not stopping in that position where if you just drop your body down a bit without, so not stopping in this position with the shoulder blades close together, but filling up that space between the shoulders and finishing off the movement. Right? And then in order to make it more difficult, all we do move the bar down. Now the nice thing about the squat rack is you can move it down in gradual amounts. If you don't have access to a squat rack, you can do press-ups on a bench, but then you are stuck with the height of that bench. Okay, so come back in. And now that the bar is a little bit lower, you will have to reposition yourself again just to find the right position at the bottom of the movement. So again, a little bit of trial and error. Good. So do 5 repetitions, down with control, press up. To keep it. Another way of scaling the press up is to use the bands. Okay, so we've got the band wrapped around the bar at the top of the cage. Right? Kim's going to place this around the chest, and it's going to provide some support in the movement. So. Put your arms through. Band should sit just underneath the chest, around about sternum height. Okay. Then you're going to go down into the press up. That's it. Just try and find that position. Flat back, glutes on, abs braced, feet together. And then you're just going to descend into the press up and push back up. Good. So do 5 repetitions.